I'm Claire from FAI Farms, here on our farm today just outside Oxford, home of the McDonald's UK and Ireland AMP project. AMP stands for Adaptive Multi-Paddock Grazing. Just a reminder for us all about what AMP grazing is in practice. It's a high density of animals grazing for a short period of time, followed by a long rest period for the ground. The reason we're looking at AMP grazing is because we're interested in its ability to help us tackle the twin crises that we're facing in biodiversity loss and climate change. Some of the key sustainability benefits we see is that by leaving the grass to rest for longer periods, we get more leaf material, which there's more opportunity therefore for photosynthesis, which is brilliant for energy for the animals and also for drawing carbon down into the soil. Added to that, what's above the ground is below the ground. So when we've got long grass above the ground, we've got deep roots, and those deep roots are mining down to get water and minerals from deeper levels. One of the things we do within an AMP grazing system is that we want to get to the root cause of problems. Often in farming, in the past, we just treat the symptom. So if we get thistles come up out of the grass, for example, we might just think about how we're going to get rid of them. But within an AMP system, we want to really get to the root cause. We call these problems red flags because they're a red flag that something's out of balance in our ecosystem that's causing that problem to occur. Weeds are a really interesting red flag. I used to just look at weeds and think about how we're going to control them or get rid of them, because that's what we needed to do. But actually they're telling us something, and rather than trying to control them now, I think about what they're telling me. And in the main on this farm, we get thistles and docks, which have really deep tap roots. So their main purpose is about breaking up compaction. So now when I see thistles and docks, I think about the compaction that we've got and how we can use the soil biology improvements and our animals actually with their grazing hooves to break up the compaction and with the addition of their urine and manure in order to kickstart the biology and get the compaction to break up naturally. When we got New Forest Eye in the cattle last summer, obviously the first thing we did was get the vet involved and treat it. But then we actually sat down and did a bit of research and worked out what causes New Forest Eye. Well, we know that's flies, but then we thought about, okay, so why are we getting flies? Well, flies lay their eggs on animal dung, but what could we do to get that to go more quickly? Well, if we had more soil biology activity and more dung beetles, then actually that dung would be breaking down more quickly. The fly eggs wouldn't be getting a chance to hatch within the dung pat. So the red flag has come up that tells us we've got New Forest Eye in the cattle, and what we actually need to do is focus on our soil biology and improving that to prevent us getting it in the future.